VOX's VT40X and VT20X amplifiers represent the best combination of innovation and tradition. For starters, in the preamp section, you get a 12AX7 tube. So it's an analog preamp, and that tube allows you to warm up the entire sound of the amplifier. Now, traditional tube amplifiers can be biased or set by an amp technician so that they're biased hot or biased cold. And when an amp is biased hot, it's a little bit more aggressive, has a little bit more of a top-end bite. And when it's biased cold, then it's a little bit more subdued and clean. You can bias that preamp tube with a push of a button to be either hot or cold or just standard. So not only is the preamp section warmer, but you get the dynamic response and the feel and articulation that you would get from a standard conventional tube amp. Modeling section for the VT40X and VT20X is all new. What they've done is they've reduced the number of amplifiers and put a lot more effort into modeling the circuitry of those classic amps. Instead of modeling the sound or the romanticized overview of an amplifier, they've modeled the circuitry so that it responds like these classic amps do. Even to the point to where in some of these amp models you can change from Class A to Class AB operation. And again, all it does is give you a more natural response from these amp models. On top of the modeling technology, you can now choose up to 4 effects at a time, including noise reduction. And what that means is that they've taken 12 analog style effects and piled them in here to where they sound amazing. You also have an auxiliary input so you can jam along with your favorite music, and a USB out. That USB out allows you to use VOX's complementary editor or librarian to organize and set up your sound patches in VOX's Tone Room software. It doesn't matter if you're a player who likes really high gain amplifiers with no effects, nice and dry, tight rhythms, or if you're a player who loves cleaner tones that are ambient and atmospheric, the VT40X and the VT20X have something to offer you.